What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Rachel Dolezal, the transracial woman herself. She's going viral after leaking pictures of herself on OnlyFans. She started OnlyFans and she leaked pictures of herself. And I have to say, from my perspective, okay, it didn't look that bad to me. Now, even when I've seen, because I haven't really talked about Rachel Dolezal in years, I haven't really focused on her in a while. Last thing I heard about Rachel Dolezal was that she was having a hard time finding employment, right? Because she's what a regular canceled person looks like almost, right? So she has done a ton of interviews. She still sees herself as black, and she started this OnlyFans. And again, when I saw the leaked pictures, it didn't look that bad to me. I got to be honest, right? Because I've always wondered whether she had a body on her, because you see her, with clothes on, and you just like this picture right here, you would think that if she's doing OnlyFans, she might have a body underneath all that, right? So apparently, she's joined OnlyFans. Let me say this about OnlyFans: I have no problem with women joining OnlyFans. I do make fun of OnlyFans models here and there. I speak on things they may have said and done. But if that's their chosen profession, I have no problem with it. I'm indifferent to it. It is your life. You do whatever you want with it. As long as you're not bringing harm to yourself or anyone else, just know that the ramifications are going to be, might be bad in some cases. I've heard women who join OnlyFans say that their dating life is not that great. Well, again, when you chose to go into that line of work, there are going to be guys that you may want that they're not going to be comfortable with you doing that. But again, that's the decision that you made. So with Rachel, she really, if you look at it, doesn't really have a ton of options, because according to her, she's had a hard time getting employment. Who wants to employ a woman who pretended to be a black woman, which I thought was absolutely ridiculous. But if you actually look into Rachel Dolezal and just her psychology, the thing that, like, just her life, right? The things that she's been going through, things that I've read on, right? Or has said, this woman has some deep rooted issues. And her being black was a coping mechanism. She got to be someone else because she didn't want to be who she was. And there's a lot of people like that in a lot of different communities. Look at the black community. We have a community full of women that don't want to be black. They only claim that they care about their blackness because they can't be anything else. No matter how much they bleach their skin, no matter how much fake hair they put in their heads, no matter how they change up their voice, no matter how they treat black men, they will always be who they are. And absolutely nothing is going to change that. Absolutely nothing is going to change that. So let's get into this article here from TMZ. It says Rachel Dolezal has an OnlyFans page, and while that's soaking in, add this: the reason she's posting risque pics is to show her love for Rihanna's lingerie line. The ex-local NAACP pres famously, the fact she was NAACP president is actually hilarious to me. I told y'all, the NAACP is not for black people. Anyway, famously embroiled in a race controversy years ago for posing as a black woman, had 4 steamy pics of hers plastered online Monday night, which were screenshots from what appears to be an OF account. Something we've confirmed really does exist. Now that's her, okay? At first, I wasn't sure because, again, I haven't seen anything from Rachel Dolezal in years. So I was like, is that Rachel Dolezal? So I had, but that's her. That's her. That's why I say the picture didn't really look that bad to me. Her rep tells TMZ, yes, Dolezal has indeed started a profile on the site, which, as you no doubt heard, has made some people millionaires. However, the rep says Rachel is in this to pay homage to Savage X Fendi, Riri's incredibly popular underwear line. So what they're saying is that she's only joined OnlyFans to show her love for Rihanna. Is that her excuse? Is she getting paid by Rihanna that we don't know about? Rachel Dolezal got her hands on the latest batch of lingerie and wanted to show it off for her subscribers. And they certainly got an eyeful, as did the rest of Twitter. The OnlyFans URL at the bottom of the leaked pics goes directly to her page, and it's clearly Dolezal isn't hiding this. She posts quite regularly and has had the account for much of 2022. She's probably going to have a fair amount of people following after this. I guarantee you. Her bio says this account is dedicated to her creative content where she can interact with her fans. It also notes subscribers get to see how essential side pairs with my creative spirit through intimate images inspired by color, lights, and lingerie on the weekends. It's unclear how many sexy pics she got in total. It costs you about $9.99 monthly to find out. Many are expressing shock over this, but it's not totally out of the ordinary. There are tons of people, famous and otherwise, turning to OF. Like we said, it can be lucrative. I don't know who's shocked. Maybe there are people who wouldn't think that she would do this. There are people out there who view women as too respectable to the point where they never do this. Like, they would never stoop to this level. And there's probably women who feel some type of way about this. I don't know why y'all support any other woman that gets an OnlyFans. So I don't know where the shock would come from. Maybe the shock that the pics weren't as bad as people thought they would be. Folks might find this a bit jarring because of Dolezal's button-up past, which got rocky around 2015 when it was revealed that she was actually a white woman who said she identified as black for years. Dolezal stepped down from her Spokane NAACP position amid the scandal. She has since owned it, though, and still openly identifies as African American. Controversial as that is, with that heated debate in mind, Dolezal OF account is hardly as shocking. I don't know why it's shocking. I mean, most of these chicks are getting OnlyFans. But let me just say this about Dolezal. And I said this before. She can identify what she wants to. That's her life. Like, I'm at the point to where I want people to find happiness in their life. We got too many miserable people out here. There's too many miserable people out here who don't have a life, that don't have much going on. And to me, if they find some path in life that's going to bring them that joy, then do it, right? I bet you there's a lot of black women out there that would love to identify as white, but because socially they would get so embarrassed and be shamed and just roasted, they ain't gonna do it, but they want to. So when they see a Rachel Dolezal, because trust me, I don't think personally black men care if Rachel Dolezal identifies as black or white, because again, at first we did because she was NAACP president, but after that we stopped caring. And and I've seen it, there are women in the melanated community that wish they could identify as white, but they can't. So when they see Rachel Dolezal doing that, they're going to really be pissed off and upset about this. I'm not pissed off and upset. She's been found out. She's no longer a part of the NAACP. That's the end of it, right? But there are people who probably actively want to see her destroyed, who might be shocked that she has an OnlyFans, or maybe they're laughing about her getting an OnlyFans. But that's the road that she decided to go down. Now, again, I don't think she should be pretending and taking opportunities from black people, because she went to an HBCU, I believe, and people feel like she took an opportunity from another black woman, and she probably did. But listen, we have to look at it this way, okay? This is why it's very important to have confidence in who you are and understand that we as a society, especially in the black community, we don't value our own blackness. Other people are going to use it for their own benefit. And that's what Rachel Dolezal did. But the fact that she still is leaning into it, even though she lost a lot, this woman has lost a lot while having children, and she's been publicly humiliated, embarrassed. That's why I'm not keeping up Rachel Dolezal like some people, because they want to see her absolutely destroyed, because they feel like she pretended to be a black woman and she benefited from being a white black woman, which is ridiculous. I just feel like it shows that we don't have confidence in ourselves, the fact that we're able to accept a woman who's clearly white to be a black woman or a biracial woman. That's because we subconsciously are putting other races of people ahead of ourselves. So a woman who's clearly white, she becomes NAACP president. Why is that? Is it because of the hard work that she's doing, or is it because you people are color struck? People are color struck, man. And she just took advantage of it. And again, you know, whatever she does in her life is up to her. It's absolutely up to her. And she has to choose where she's going to go, you know, from here on out. And if that's OnlyFans, that's OnlyFans. That's what she chose to do. I'm not going to sit here and be angry or outraged, you know, fake outraged, you know. So let me stay in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.